All right, this video is going to talk about how to make Nearpod lessons asynchronous. So we're here at nearpod.com. You want to sign in. Um, if you don't have an account, sign up or log in. If you already have an account, you're just going to use your Gmail to do this. So log in with your Google. So it takes you to your library. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have the lesson prepared that you want to use. Again, you could search their library for a lesson or create your own. It works really nice with Google Slides. So if you have a lesson already made in Google Slides, you want to make it interactive, you just bring in your Google Slides and then add the features from Nearpod that make it interactive and save it, and you have your new lesson. So if I want to do a lesson on quadratics and I want to make it asynchronous, okay, I'm going to use the student paste button here at the bottom. Okay, so the student paste button, okay, I've already done this once. So it's going to give me a code. Now here's the thing. So if you have multiple classes that you want to do this with, you want to create a new code for each class because the website provides up to 40 students on one code. So you need to make a new one and apply a code for each class. Okay, so it launched new student paste lesson. So it gives me this code. And what I want to do, I have two options here. I can embed it or just copy and paste the link into Canvas. Okay, and so I will do this embed here for this one. And then I'll show a link for a different application. So before I do that, I got to go to my Canvas page and I need to create either a page or an assignment. So if I want to grade this asynchronous lesson, I would want to create an assignment. Okay, so I would go to whatever module I want to be in, and I'd hit add assignment. So if I'm going to grade it, okay, then I want to hit assignment. If I'm not going to grade it, I'm just going to make it a page. Okay, so either one, all right, depending on if you want to grade this asynchronous lesson or just making them do it. So say you want to make this, participation class work participation points. So you're going to make it an assignment. Okay, new assignment. Assignment name will be Nearpod quadratics activity, and you just add the item. And makes it here. It's not published. It's not live. You haven't done anything yet. It's just created the page for you. Now you have to go in and edit the page. So you open it up. Okay, and you're going to give directions to the students. So you're going to say, please complete Nearpod activity. Okay, by, you can give the due date by Tuesday. All right, so you don't have to put a due date there because you could put the due date down here, okay, as well, but it's good for them to see it a couple times. So if I want to make this, 5 points, if they complete everything, they'll get 5 points. I'll notice their completion from the Nearpod reports. Okay, again, this is going to go to assignments, displayed as points. So this will have no submission now. Okay, so because you're going to get the results from nearpod.com. So we're not going to have them submit anything. If our school district does decide to purchase Nearpod or any of these other awesome websites, you would go to external tool and there'll be a tool there. So like, for example, we have some programs, okay, like Edulastic, Flipgrid, Google, Kami, they already have some external tools that we can work with here, but we're not going to use that. We're going to go no submission. not a group activity. Again, you could assign a due date, and I'll show you that. Okay, save and publish. Oops, I got to go back to that. I forgot to embed it. Edit. So I need to put the activity inside here. Okay, so I want to go back to Nearpod. I want to embed this. So I'm going to copy the embed code, and I'm going to go back to Desmos. I'm going to switch to HTML. That's how you embed stuff. Okay, go down to the bottom and just embed that. And you can switch back. And so now it's embedded right in the lesson. Okay, so when you hit save and publish, you have this lesson for the kids to work on the student end. Okay. Well, actually, let me go back to the home page here and show you something. So a student's going to see, like under to do, since they have, well, I signed it for tomorrow, it's going to show up on their to-do list. Okay, they need to get that done. All right. They could also get it from their calendar. Okay, or if they're just following along in the modules, which is what I recommend. Yeah, you organize your modules in order of stuff you want done. They can see it showing up there. So when they click on the activity, this is what it looks like for them. And so they're going to log in with their name, join session, and they could do this whenever, just before the due date. Now, this is very small to work on, so the students are probably going to want to click that to make it bigger, and so now they could join in with their stuff. Okay, join session, and now they're doing the session at their own pace. All right, and then so that's what it's going to look like for the kids. Now, notice there's nowhere for the kids to submit anything because we made it no submission. So as a teacher, how do I get the grades in the gradebook? Because now I have an assignment in my gradebook. Okay, that's labeled Nearpod Quadratics Activity. So how do I get their grades in there? Well, under Nearpod, you go and just look at the reports. Okay, and so under reports, you can find the activity. Okay, and so I have 3 different sessions with this activity. So you find the one that we just did. I didn't turn anything in, but you could go and you could review the reports. Okay, and it shows you the student's name. And so you'll just go over here and you can, on your roster, hard copy gradebook, write them down, and then type them into Canvas. Probably a good job maybe for an instructional aid or something, or you can do it. So that is how you're going to use Nearpod as an instructional or asynchronous instructional, engaging instructional practice.